6 o'clock, finding solutions to the city's growing violence.
Leaders with the Kansas City Police Department just returned from New York City to find out what that city did to stop the violence.
New York City had the biggest decline nationally in murders over the past 28 years. In 1990, there were more than 2,200 homicides. Last year, the number was 292, a drastic drop that put New York City's murder rate below the national average.
Compare that to Kansas City. In 1990, there were 121 homicides. It's gone up and down through the years. Last year, it was 149, and right now we are on pace of going above that number.
In a Safe KC report tonight, 41 Action News reporter Nick Starling talked exclusively with Chief Rick Smith. So, Nick, what did they learn on this trip?
Well, Chief Smith says he learned a lot on his trip to NYPD, including enforcing his own views that adding community-oriented officers is the way to go. He also says he learned that technology is a huge driving factor in solving a lot of these crimes, but ultimately he wanted to go to New York because that city has seen his crime rates plummet.
If you look at some of the largest cities in America and what they've done to combat crime, New York has probably done the best job of any city in America.
In our one-on-one interview, KCPD Chief Rick Smith discusses his trip to New York City and how their department works to bring the crime rate down. Obviously, technology plays a huge role in New York City. I mean, we saw the package that, every officer in New York City is issued a smartphone. On that smartphone, they have an application that's been created just for their department. Another takeaway, how community involvement officers build trust in the different neighborhoods. NYPD has over 1,000 of them. It's something that's been a priority for Smith since he took over this department. You can see the investment that's made there. But I think what they're saying is the trust those neighborhood officers build with the community overall is help reduce crime, help people to realize the police officers are there to work on their behalf and to work for the betterment of their communities. And so when you build that kind of trust, what they're saying is they're worth their weight in gold. The crime rate in Kansas City is slightly down from last year, with 149 murders in 2017 and 116 so far this year. Smith takes a varied approach to reducing crime. I don't know what the one answer is, to tell you the truth. We look at all of these things and try and apply it multi-layered to try and reduce that violent crime. While the departments are different in terms of size, NYPD with over 36,000 officers compared to KCPD's over 1,300, Smith believes they can work within their means to get a lot of this accomplished. How do we make our resources have the most effect possible? And that's what we're trying to take from New York. Smith also points out that NYPD is better at tracking gun crimes than KCPD is. The whole goal of this is creating a plan that makes the most difference. Reporting live in Kansas City, Missouri, Nick Starling, 41 Action News.
All right, thanks, Nick. Now, Safe KC is a commitment we've made to make our home city a safer place to live. Since starting this initiative, people have notified us about really good things happening and working in their community, along with issues they want fixed. We want to know about both. Contact us at safekc@kshb.com to share the stories happening in your neighborhood.